Hello, my name is Sarita Cannon. I'm really excited to be teaching for the first time at the Berkeley Ollie program in the fall. I teach 20th century American literatures at San Francisco State with a focus on literature by historically marginalized groups. And the course I'm going to be teaching is called Narratives of Black Resistance and Resilience. And this course stems from my own lifelong interest in African American literature and culture, but it was particularly inspired by the worldwide protests against police brutality and institutionalized racism following the killing of George Floyd in police custody on May 25th, 2020. As an educator, I believe that reading, discussion, and self reflection are essential to individual transformation and collective revolution. And so, in that spirit, this course traces narratives of Black resistance and resilience in the US over the past 2 centuries. So we'll read texts written by African Americans from the mid 19th century to the present, and we'll pay attention to not only the language and the rhetoric that these authors use, but also look at how they are reflecting particular historical moments in which they lived. So we'll be starting with a discussion of the sorrow songs, also known as slave spirituals, so important to Black culture, history, literature, and music. Then we'll take a look at a slave narrative by Harriet Jacobs called Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl, an incredible narrative of resilience by a young woman who made a series of decisions to try to save herself and her children under very difficult circumstances. Then we'll move into the 20th century. We'll take a look at James Weldon Johnson's book, Autobiography of an Ex-Colored Man. Even though it says it's an autobiography in the title, it's actually a novel, and we're going to talk about that generic slippage. It's about a man who, light-skinned Black man who passes for white and what led him to that decision. The week after, we'll be taking a look at two of my favorite 20th century writers, Lorraine Hansberry and her incredible 1959 play, A Raisin in the Sun, about a Black family living on the south side of Chicago after World War II. And then we'll take a look at James Baldwin and his incredibly moving letter to his nephew, written in 1963 on the 100th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. Then we'll move into another wonderful, wonderful text that is a favorite of mine, Audre Lorde's Zami, A New Spelling of My Name, a coming of age tale, a coming out tale about Lorde's experiences growing up in New York in the 1930s and 40s, and then coming out as a lesbian in the 1950s. And then we will close with the late, great, inimitable Toni Morrison and her 2012 novel Home, which follows a Black Korean War veteran who returns home to the American South to save his sister from really a horrific situation. So I'm really interested and excited to explore these texts with you. I think that education and learning by its very nature is uncomfortable, but what I hope to do is create a space of mutual respect and a place where we can all ask questions of each other and share our experiences in a way that's mutually beneficial. And I'm just really, really excited to be working with all of you. I'll see you in the fall. Thanks.